Hey guys, James back at you. We are back on the 2014 Chevy Cruze. Just got it back from the inspection. I didn't bother taking you with me to go to the inspection. It's not all that interesting. On the way back, I had some battery issues, so I picked up a new battery, got rid of the old one, and I have some issues with heat and stuff, so I want to check the coolant today as well. I got some other stuff to do with the suspension. We'll go through what the inspection said, but for now, while the garage isn't here, I just want to do just a couple things here. It's just before supper actually, so let's put in the battery, and maybe we'll check the coolant. Now, I couldn't find my old coolant tester, so I went to good old Princess Auto. Bought myself one for $6. Can't go wrong. Who knows? Does it work? Probably not. But let's get this new battery in here and see if we can take care of some things. There, that fits in like it should. Maybe. Shouldn't. Who knows? Let's see. Down here. Now, on the way home too from the inspection, I noticed the radio was doing something kind of funny. It was flickering, and it hasn't before. So want to check that out and see if maybe because the battery was faulty, if it wasn't causing some issues, throwing some codes that we hadn't before. So I want to see if maybe, like I said, we got a funky battery causing some funky symptoms. Or if it's just stuff you gotta figure out and fix. Either way, okay, let's fire this up, see if things have changed at all. It's probably learning, so there we go. Things seem happy. Now already I noticed all this display, all the light back here was flickering on and off. Turn all this down here for you. And it isn't. I don't know if it's working or not, but it's not flickering. So I'm going to take it. Now here's some other stuff. Traction control, ABS. So I guess it's a good time to discuss the inspection. Remember earlier I said there was something funky with this strut. They said so too, so we're just going to yank it. Put in a used one. I need a bunch of lug nuts. Oh, and this side too. One of the two strut bolts is missing, so that's totally safe. One won't hold it, two never would. Lower ball joint on the passenger side is shot, so we're just gonna again get a used one from a wrecker. Change out the whole lower ball joint. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. Oh yeah, there you go. All that smoke. That's the valve cover leaking. It pours out. Let me see if I can get some light on that for you. Wait, I'm doing the call wrong-handed here. The camera's picking that up. It is pouring out at such an ungodly rate. It's just all over. So, and then of course it's right, so it makes it even worse. So we're gonna replace that, and I've heard from people that these valve covers wear out, kind of thing, and so we may have to replace that. So while we're here, I don't know if you guys can see in the camera, kind of smoke that's just pouring off things. So it's kind of quick. There's numbers here, and you have to fill this tube up to there, and then that red little pointer there will tell you where you're at. So there you go, guys. There's my fill point. On the other side here it says fluid fill. And when you hold it, there you go. It says minus, oh, I don't know, 19 Celsius. But that's just not going to cut it here, guys. So I had put a little bit of antifreeze in the bottle. So what I'm going to do is let it come to temp, let it mix that, and then I'm going to drain some out, and we're just going to put in some straight high test antifreeze and see if we can bring that down a bit and go from there. So anyway, I'm smoking myself out and I'm going to die here probably any good old minute. But after supper later this weekend, we'll get on this and we'll start tearing it apart, and we'll go from there. Anyway, we'll see you guys later. See you in a bit. Hey guys, so I've got the tires off and the car on jack stands. Didn't think you really want to see that. It's been seen 100 times before. Before I want to dig into this though, I'm going to show you something I've never seen before. So I pulled off the tire, and somebody has obviously been in here before. Let's see if I can get a little light on the subject. So first of all, what's that? We're missing a bolt, or a nut. So that's good and safe. Then you go up to the sway bar strut. They didn't tighten that. And then as I was mucking around, I'm working on new light in the garage. They didn't put the top in like it is over there. There's a retaining ring that holds it in. So I had to go to the wrecker, pick up one of those. So remember I said something seemed kind of funky? Well, there you go. No retaining ring. So like I said, went to the wrecker, picked up a ring, picked up a nut for down there. So let's get into it and get her going. Okay guys, so off the camera, I took off the tires, jacked it up. Seen it 100 times before, so not gonna worry too much about that. But I want to show you before I get started here. Somebody's been in here, and we're missing one nut off there. Luckily they tightened that one. Then on the sway bar link, that's loose. And then coming to the strut, so they didn't put on the cap, the retaining cap. I'll show you. See, it's supposed to hold it in place. I've never seen anybody forget to put on the retaining cap before. So I picked up some stuff at my local recyclers, got myself a nut, retaining cap. So let's dig into this. We'll tighten this down, get this done. I'm working with some new lighting, so forgive me if it's horrible. The shop is getting some new lighting that we're going to talk about in another video. But anyway, let's get into her and let's get her done. Okay guys, let's see if we can tighten that up. One of the longest. Go. Grab one. Fixed. Okay. Bolt. Problem 2, fixed. this on. I don't know if that's nope, not even close. Okay. There we go. So guys, some of these salvage cars, the problems aren't insurmountable. This one, like I said, is actually fairly easy. And yeah, so there's one whole side of the car fixed that wasn't fixed before. Okay guys, I'm gonna try this with you in the way. So sorry if it's really terrible camera angles and so on and so forth, but only one of us can really be here. So I'm gonna pull off this blower control arm. Like I said, I got a whole just a little used one from the wrecker, and that's usually easier than trying to deal with ball joint stuff if you can. Now on this one, I do believe they don't make a separate ball joint, so you can't just place the ball joint. Oh shit! Even if you wanted to, so you're stuck pretty much doing this regardless. Everything seems to be coming off really nice, I think, because of that down coverage. Everything is just soaked in engine oil. You guys can see here, but kind of like Highlander, there can be only one, and I'm it. Now, gotta take off the bolt here for the ball joint. Okay, so got the right sized bolts, socket and wrench. Oh, come on. That's it. Yeah, I'll do the same space here. Where's that playing so? Okay, well. Lost there. Okay. Okay, so we have to beat this out a little bit. He's not getting so difficult. guys. Okay guys, so when you go to hit bolts like this, if you can, anytime put your nut back on and it'll save your threads. Ha! Okay, so got that out. Okay, let's see if we can pry this out of here. Now, normally I'd have disconnected this already, but it's broken from the serpentine belt popping. It cut it in half. So I have a new one, and we'll deal with that a little bit. Jack's standing in my way. Alrighty, there we go. Just work this out any way you can. You gotta start with this front one. Kinda, sorta. Well, the back one I guess is already gone. We're safe. Hey, don't miss me, hit your camera. There we go. So that's off. Okay, so now we gotta take out wheel speed sensor. Should have done that beforehand. So this was a theft recovery, and boy oh boy did they take it through the old back 40 before it came to a halt, whatever that was. Because she is covered in gravel and so there you go. That's out. Let's go under here. See if we can see where the connection is. There we go. Some better light while doing this one-handed. Let's see. So you can see bits of serpentine belt right here, and that's what cut her over at that end. So. think. There we go. That is off. And I'm not worried about the clips this time. If pulled it from the wrecker, I'd maybe care a little more. But the new one comes with all the clips. So, and the wrecker wouldn't sell me just the speed sensor. It came with the hub. And they wanted more for a hub than just for the speed sensor. So I just picked up one new. Oh, Lordy. There we go. Alrighty, so that's it, guys. I gotta get some parts. The A-arm they gave me for the right side is actually for the left. So I gotta go pick up another one of those. When I bring it back, I'll get in there with you. We'll put it back together, speed sensor on, then we'll check the codes. I would have checked the codes first because the dash is lit up with StabiliTrak and ABS and traction control. But when I popped this open, I saw that that line was cut, and I knew that that's going to have a huge effect on all that. So I didn't bother to scan the code. So once I get this wrong part replaced, we'll get back in here, put this together, put the wheel on, drop it down, and scan the codes. Anyway, we'll be back in a bit. Okay guys, so I got a little bit of time to kill. So hopefully I get this control arm in the record. I'm hoping to get it to you today. So I'm going to carefully put on this new wheel speed sensor. And run the codes, see if there's anything else I need before crazy, and I think I'm gonna have this to the shop tomorrow for inspection. Okay, so I guess that's where that goes. Comes around. Put that down, sorry. Remember, even if I want to have it, so this is go. Okay, that's one more thing done. So let's go up top, grab the scan tool, and see what we can figure. Okay. So, I'm going to take the keys. In here. YouTube gets mad at me if I don't. So let's go. Yes. So that's probably the bad battery, and that right front wheel speed sensor. So that's successful. Okay, so let's go that. So let's see if we so that's I still have one tire off, so it might not be reading the tire, and it's thinking it's low or gone. So either way, there we've got all of our other engine lights off, so that's good. So that's one less thing we'll need to worry about. This scan tool, guys, dirt cheap. Actually, I got this used off Marketplace. It's not fantastic, but it's better than the really cheap ones. I think these things retail for about 75 to 125 bucks. So pick up one. It pays for itself once in the low end of things. Like, you can't do fancy programming and stuff, but it does all your basic stuff.